Hello and welcome. James here with a quick tutorial on how to use your branding assets with Canva. So what is Canva? Canva is a really simple photo editing software which you can use to design social media posts. So once you've logged in, you'll come to this dashboard. Select social media and you'll be able to see different types of social media posts, from Instagram posts, Facebook posts, Instagram stories, and even Facebook covers. In this tutorial, we'll be using a Facebook cover. So I'll select the Facebook cover and we'll reload to the new screen. You can see on the left-hand side, we've got a few options to choose from. So what we want to do is upload your branding assets via this upload screen. And you can see that we have the upload media button, which we can now click and find our device, which will be our computer. And then I've selected the branding pack assets. So this is, for the example, Maggie Murray. So I'm just going to select all of the branding assets and then click open. That will upload them and it will save them in the toolbar in Canva. So first things first, let's add our background. So we can do two things. So we can drag and drop it into this area, like so, and resize it to fit our area, or we can drag and drop and move it to the edges. And when you can see this blue bounding box, it means it will cover all of the background automatically. So if I let that go, done, easy peasy. Next, let's add the Maggie Murray logo. So once again, we'll drag that in. Now for a Facebook cover photo, that's quite large. So we'll just scale this down and resize it. That's about right. So we can try and drag it into the middle, but we've got a little tool on the right hand side called position. If I click that, I can move that to the middle and then center. That will directly align the logo to the middle of the artboard. Simple. So let's add some nice symbols to finish off the cover photo. So we can drag and drop our nice flowers. So let me move that over there. Once again, drag our flowers across. And you can see that we've got a little icon below here, and that will allow me to turn the flowers. So I'll just add another flower right now. So I'll drag it in once again. And at the top, I want to mirror this image. So if we click flip horizontal, we can flip that image around, easy peasy. And then I can once again move the image. So to me, we're almost there, but I want to make these a little lighter. So I can change in the top right the transparency. So if I click this little button and I click and drag, I can make the transparency a little lighter. And I'll just copy this value. I'll click on this again and I can paste that in. So we've got the exact same value. Now we've created the basic photo for the Facebook cover, let's add a little bit of text. So on the left hand side, we'll click the text tab and we can click add a subheading. We can use this little icon to drag it down, and we can also change the font size above. Depending on which font family you've got, you can select from a lot of different fonts. The one I've got selected will do just fine. So I will paste in a nice subheading. Now this looks a little bit too big, so let's decrease the text size. And I'll put that onto 2 lines. And I'll select a word and then hit turn. So I want to make sure that this text is the same colour as the Maggie Murray logo. Now Canva is very clever, and you can click text colour, and you can see in the left hand side that Canva has automatically taken all of the primary colours from the logos, which you can click and then select. I think I'm going to make the text a little bit smaller. And there we have it. So we've now got our Facebook cover photo ready to export. And in the top right hand corner, we can click the download button, which will show a file type of PNG and also the JPEG. Now for the Facebook cover photo, a PNG works absolutely fine, and so does a JPEG. So the difference between a JPEG and a PNG is that with a JPEG, you can't save it out with a transparent background, whereas with a PNG, you can. This means that with a PNG, you can overlay the image on top of other images, and you'll be able to see the transparency through it. So now I can download the image, which will then render it out and then download it within your browser. So now that's downloaded, I'm just going to preview the image just to make sure everything's okay. And there you have it, we've got our final version of the Facebook cover photo. So before I leave you to it, I'm going to recap and tell you a few more extra features. So I've come back to the dashboard and you can see that if we scroll down a little bit, you can see your current designs. You can also click on the left-hand side and view all of your designs. Now we've created our beautiful Maggie Murray Facebook cover photo, we can click the three dots in the top right-hand corner of this image and we can click download. So if I click download right now, we can also choose the file type once again, so PNG or JPEG, or even a PDF if needs be. So now we've created our Facebook cover photo, I'm going to run through a few of the extra features which I didn't cover before on the left-hand toolbar. So we've already talked about uploads, but we've not talked about photos. So if I click this tab, you can see that we can search from millions of photos. Bear in mind that a lot of these can be paid for with Canva Pro, but you get over 200,000 images for free. So if I hover over an image, we can see that it says free, which means we can use it at our leisure. So I can click and drag the image into the artboard. Simple as that. So let's move on to Elements. So Elements has illustrations, shapes, even graphs and charts. So the same applies. So I can just select, let's have a look so we can see this is free. So I'll click and drag this nice image in. Because it's an element, it's scalable and it looks great at any size. And we can scale it down. We can even crop it. And we can also flip it. So I can even flip it upside down, horizontal, or back to front. Easy peasy.